Such a beautiful morning. Just kidding. It's snowing outside. It's a typical day in Toronto.
Hello, and welcome to Toronto.
Anyways, I haven't posted a video in a while, so I wanted to make this Lightroom tutorial in how to get that teal and orange look that's very popular in like films or like photos. You have people like Sam Colder, one of my favorites, Spatial Flow. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a bunch of photos that I took with my iPhone downtown Toronto. When I got home, I checked the photos, edited them with the Adobe Lightroom CC app on the phone, posted them all in my Instagram story. Free app that you can download. I'm not getting paid, by the way, to say this, but hopefully soon. A lot of people are asking me to do a tutorial, so here it is. Okay, so here we are in Lightroom. I'm running Adobe Lightroom CC 2015. So this was taken at Yonge and Dundas, as in the middle of the street, just shooting up north. I usually want to start with balancing the exposure of the photo. Use the highlights, tune it down a bit, shadows, there you go. Put a little bit of contrast. And for the whites, I hold the Option key on Mac, click, it's gonna show you this black box, and drag all the way to the right until you see a bit of some info in the photo. Same with the blacks, click, it's gonna show you white, and drag all the way to the left. And maybe increase the exposure a bit, looks a little bit dark to me. There you go. Now, if you look at the overall photo, it looks a little bit warm, so I just want to bring it down a bit because we're going for that teal and orange look. Next is I do my tone curves. I usually just make a quick S curve here. There you go. So right off the bat, the photo is already looking pretty good. This is the before and this is the after. Now, my favorite part of editing is to manipulate the colors, each and every color that's on this photo. You have some reds, you have some greens, some blues over here. You have some magentas, some purples, some yellows and oranges. But since we're going for that teal and orange look, we're gonna kill every color that we don't want in the photo. So for example, like the green one, I don't want that to be in the photo, so kill it, saturation to -100. Purple, I don't want the purples either, so saturation again down. What is it, magenta? I don't want the magentas either, so I'm just gonna kill that. Now, I'm gonna work with the reds, the oranges, and the yellows. So usually the red, you could pull it up a bit to make, so now it's looking like an orange. Because what happens if you kill this, it's just gonna kill the whole like red and the colors of the photo. So I pulled it up to about maybe 90. Yeah, about 100. 100 works. Luminance, pull it up a bit to make it pop even more, and add a bit of saturation to about 40. Orange, let's see. So pretty much play with these sliders just to see which slider affects the photo. For example, I'm playing with it, pulling it up and down. So plus 55 looks like a good amount. Pull up the saturation a bit, and luminance maybe just a bit. And yellows, usually I put it down to get that orange look. So now we're getting some teals over here, some oranges right here. And now what I want to do is I want to play with my blues. I want that to be, there you go. There you go, that's a pretty good amount. Saturation, I just pull it up a little bit, about 20. Luminance, you could play with this. I'm just gonna leave it at about -19, -21, whatever. And next would be split toning. I want my highlights to be orange gonna pull up the saturation to about 10 maybe. So you can see the highlights over here. And I want my shadows to be blue or teal. So just pull it up to about 15. And then I'm just gonna look for that sweet spot, like right over here. There you go. So already you can tell there's some teal in the shadows over here. And yeah, so now you're pretty much almost there. You have the teal going on here and some oranges here. Now I just want to add more of a mood to the photo. I like to do that by putting some vignette just to focus the audience to the subject, which is pretty much the buildings over here in the middle of the street. Yeah, what else could I do to make this photo a lot better? I'm kind of noticing the road is kind of dark here, so what I'm going to do is use this brush tool. I'm just going to paint over it and brush over it. There you go. Man, there you go. Now I know it's a little bit too warm. It's because of the temperature. It's at 100 right now. If you double click it, it goes back to 0. I want it to be a little bit lighter, put some contrast, get some of that detail back, and maybe boost up the highlights a bit just to see that glow over here. And temperature just to kind of match the colors of the photo. That's too much. There you go. And now you already have that teal and orange look. What else? Maybe add a bit of clarity on this. And yeah, there you go. I'm pretty happy with this photo. Now what I'm gonna do is, to make it easier, I'm just gonna create my own preset. This plus button right here, name it Teal and Orange 2, and click Create. And now it's gonna be under the user presets, Teal and Orange 2. Now you could pretty much just apply that preset to the photos that you have left. So apply to here. Obviously it's not gonna look as good as this one over here just because this preset is for this particular photo. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna edit it to the way you like. So now it's too much teal going on here. I just wanna warm it up a bit, about there you go. And I don't like this yellowish color over here, so I'm just gonna change it a bit using this panel over here. There you go. Maybe the yellows, push it down a bit. And yeah, maybe I'll add a little bit more of that vignette. There you go. And again, I don't like how the road is looking. I'm going to brush over it, so I'm just going to isolate that area with the brush tool. Increase the exposure a bit. There you go. Put some contrast. And I don't like the teal color here, so I'm just going to kill a little bit of that color. And yeah, there you go. So it's looking pretty good already. Moving on to the next one. Taking on Young Street again, just right beside the Eden Center. Click that preset again. Now it gives you a very cool looking photo. Now this photo doesn't look straight to me, so I'm just gonna click this. I'm gonna use this ruler right here, and I'm just gonna look for a straight line. So I'm just gonna use it over there. There you go. It looks a little bit better. It's a little bit cool, so I'm just gonna turn up the temperature. There you go. Now you're getting some yellows over here on this side. Really don't like the colors of the yellow there. I want to make it orange, so I'm just gonna use this slider over here. Pull it down, pull it up, oranges. There you go. Luminance, just to make it pop a little bit more. Maybe some saturation. And there you go. Add more of More of that vignette maybe. Photo's a little dark, so I'm gonna increase the exposure a bit. And maybe make it a little bit more cooler. And yeah, there. So this is the before, and this is the after. For this, before and after. Next photo, apply that same preset. A little bit too cool again, so I'm just gonna pull it up a bit, and there you go. And what you can do also is, if you see two similar photos right here, you don't have to edit it again on this one. You just do Command C on a Mac, copy, so it copies this preset that you made for here, reset this, and Command V. So it just pastes it over to this photo. So whatever edit you did on this, Command C to copy the preset and transfer it over to this. And now it's already looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Photo, another photo here. I'm just gonna do Command V again, and there you go. It already looks pretty good. I already like it. Highlights, yeah, pull down the highlights a bit, yeah. So you're getting that teal, getting that orange over here. Looks pretty good. Vignette. There you go, I like that. I like that. And I feel like the sky is a little bit too bright. I'm just gonna use this gradient filter. Hold Shift and then pull it down a bit. Again, it's too warm just because of this temperature. And then just gonna pull it down the exposure a bit. And there you go. Looks pretty good. Next photo. Same, you could, there you go. It's a little bit too blue for me. Turn it up, turn it up, turn up. There you go. There you go. I don't want to see the road over here, so I'm just going to use this gradient filter. Hold Shift, pull up, reset to 0. Exposure, put it down. And there you go. Put a bit more of that vignette, and there you go. Maybe straight in the photo, it doesn't look straight to me. Bang. Bang, bang. There. I'm gonna post before and after photos of these 6 photos over here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and maybe look forward to the next video. That's pretty much it for the tutorial. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys want to edit those photos that I just edited, I will include a Google Drive link in the description below so you can download them and try them yourself. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below, direct message me on Instagram at KidOctober, and I would gladly answer them for you. All right, peace.